Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to film a work planner setup as well as a curriculum overview for my counseling program this year. I know that there have been a lot of questions about what I do and that kind of thing, and I mentioned on my channel before when I showed you the haul of this planner that I printed and had bound. I asked you before if you'd be interested in curriculum mapping and that kind of thing, and there was a lot of people who said yes. And so I'm going to kind of divide this video into two. The first half is going to be me setting up my work planner. The second half is going to be me going over my curriculum plan, my daily schedule, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put that stuff to the side for now. And let's go ahead and start with the work planner setup. So this is the planner that I have created for this upcoming school year. And this is, I showed this before. I will put the video up here. I'll have a little card right here for you to click on if you didn't see the walkthrough of this planner. But it is a digital planner that I purchased and that I put together. So I purchased the digital paper, the digital planner, sorry. I printed it, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I'm still on East Coast time, so bear with me. But I printed it on 32-pound paper from Hammermill that I purchased on Amazon, and I had it bound at Office Depot. The entire planner cost me less than $15 to have made, and that's including the price of the planner that I purchased. Excuse me, I purchased it from Teachers Pay Teachers, which is a basically like an Etsy with digital downloads, primarily for educators. I'll have it linked down below. Like I said, it's also linked in that haul video that I did. If you're interested, I would definitely check that out. I've been searching for an hourly planner for a long time and I didn't find anything I loved. So I made it and now I just adore it. So I do need to go ahead and put in everything because this planner doesn't come with holidays and such already put in. So I have to go in and put all of that in. I did go in and start putting things in when I was doing my curriculum mapping. And so you'll see things in here that are on these little Post-its, and I'm not going to take those out unless it's something that cannot be moved. So for example, the first day of school, that's going to be the same. That can come off and I can put a sticker there instead. However, this Meet the Counselor, the sticker is the lessons that I would like to teach for this week, and that might have to move. And so I don't want to take this off in case that ends up getting moved. So you'll see how this is going to work as we go along. I have printed out where's the other half of it? The counselor, I'm sorry, the schedule, the calendar for my district, the CCSD calendar. Where is the other half? There it is. I printed it out so that I had it ready to go. And it just has days off and breaks and that kind of things, those kind of things, so that I can put those in. So that's one thing I'm going to be using. And then the other things that I'm using are this printable here from Paper Crown Planner. This is her yearly events printable. I purchased this last year for my calendar and I just reprinted it, so I didn't even have to buy anything. And I printed two and cut two of these because I want to be able to put one on the monthly calendar page and then one on the weekly calendar page. So I have those. And then I also have this sheet here from the Planner Shack. And this was a back to school page. And this just has like school events, like picture days and that kind of thing. So I'm going to be using that. I won't have a lot of this stuff yet. Like I don't know when our picture day is yet. I don't know when any of that stuff is yet because I haven't gotten my school schedule. I just have the district schedule so far. So that's what I'm working with. Okay, sorry, I had to pause because Griffin was talking to me through the door. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by doing the holidays because I think that that is the most universal. And I have my phone nearby in case I need to look up dates and look up, when those when those are. Sorry, I was just responding to my husband. He said, I'm heating up the rest of the enchiladas. We had enchiladas last night, so that sounds perfect. Okay, so for August, do we have any holidays in August? I guess what I should do is start in January, because that is when these start. However, the way my calendar, my planner works, the school year calendar, but this is fine. Okay, so let's do, I have my tweezers. Let's do New Year's Day is Monday, or sorry, is the 1st. Groundhog Day, is that in February? I feel like that's in February. Let's look it up. Let's look up 2020 holidays. Okay, Groundhog Day is February 2nd. I have it over here now on my phone. So we can go ahead and move. I'll come back to birthdays. Groundhog Day is the 2nd. The only reason I'm really putting this in is because I have a sticker for it. It doesn't really matter to me, Groundhog Day. Valentine's Day is the 14th. Okay, perfect. And then we move into March. March, we have St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. Also my father-in-law's birthday. Now, daylight savings, the first daylight savings is when? Let's see, daylight savings 2020 is March 8th. I knew it was March. Okay. So we will spring forward. Okay. And then April. Okay, April Fool's Day I'm not going to put in because I think that's the dumbest holiday that ever existed. It irritates me. The calendars have, like, this has April Fool's Day. No offense to the woman who created this, but it has April Fool's Day, but it doesn't have Veterans Day. And I find that to be incredibly disrespectful. Like, April Fool's Day is a silly, you know, thing that doesn't need to be celebrated. But anyway, okay, Earth Day is on the 20th. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna just step off my I'm gonna step off of my soapbox, but that always just really infuriates me. Okay, Cinco de Mayo. All right, I just love the way that one looks because it's a cute little cactus. Mother's Day is either going to be the 10th or the 17th. Let me look. Mother's Day is not listed on here. Okay, hold on. Let's see. May 10th. Okay. And then we're into June. June we have Father's Day, which is probably the 14th. But let me just double check. June 14th, yes. You could probably hear the kids. They're right outside the door. Okay. And then, I don't know if July is in here. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay. So we can do this 4th of July, which is really pretty. And then Labor Day is September. Okay, so now we gotta go backwards. So let's get to, now somebody had asked me if it's gonna bother me that I don't have tabs, and it doesn't bother me that I don't have tabs. Let's see, now we have to go 19, not 2020. Okay, hold on. Let's go back, 2019, holidays. And let's look this one up. Okay, so in September, which is September 2nd is Labor Day. We don't have school this day. And I'll put in all like the no school stickers and all that. But I'm not going to put those in yet. We're just strictly doing holidays right now. So I'll put in Labor Day. And then we'll move into October. And we have Halloween. Cute sticker. And then we get to November. And we have another daylight savings. That's usually in November. Let's see. November 1st. Yep. Okay. November 1st. That's when we fall forward and we lose time. And then Thanksgiving. And we're going to put that one, and we'll put it down here. And then in December, oh, I forgot about Black Friday. Again, there's Black Friday sticker, but no Veterans Day. Okay. I'm not going to put Cyber Monday. Even though the sticker's cute, it doesn't really matter. Okay, Hanukkah. Let's find out when Hanukkah starts this year. Let's look up Hanukkah. Hanukkah 2019 begins on, I should have looked this up before I even started filming, but I didn't think about it. Sorry. Okay. Why are these blogs so ridiculous? Okay. Hanukkah starts on the 22nd and runs to the 30th. Okay, okay, I'm back. So I don't know what's going on with my batteries today, but they keep dying. But my door is open because my husband is running some errands, and so I want to leave that open so I can hear the children. Okay. Last thing to put in is New Year's Eve. Oh, Kwanzaa. Let's put that in. Let's see when Kwanzaa is. December 26th through January 1st. Okay. Does it always start the day after Christmas? I don't remember. Okay. So that is that for holidays. Now, we're going to go back and do birthdays. And I pulled out happy birthday stickers from Nikki +3. And this is what we're going to use. I have a bunch of these. So let's go back to August. And I'm just going to use a ballpoint pen. This is from a previous Planner Society kit. I don't know anybody in August. September, we have my son, Ryan. His birthday is the 15th. So we'll go ahead and put him in. Okay. And then in October, it is my sister-in-law's birthday on the 27th. Oh, and it's also my friend Anne. So let's write Anne and Kathy. We'll go ahead and put that down. November is my birthday on the 17th. And on the 18th, it's Mickey's birthday. Mickey Mouse. I'm going to find a Veterans Day sticker. December, I don't know anybody in September. I'm sorry, in December. January is my son Aiden. So let's go ahead and put Aiden down. Okay. February is my daughter Michaela. Go ahead and put that down. March is my husband and my father-in-law. So my father-in-law's birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. We always joke that he is the original leprechaun. And my husband's birthday is on the 29th. Okay. April is Griffin. He's I don't know why it's on the 16th. His birthday is on the 13th. 4/13, 14. Okay, and we will be at Disney World for his birthday. We're going to Disney World this over spring break. May is my mother-in-law. I know that I have tons of friends' birthdays and such in between, but I'm just putting in like our immediate family. June is Ronan. Like a birthday every month. This is on the 4th. And then July is my mom. And hers is on the 3rd. There we go. Okay. That is for birthdays for my family. So let's go back to August. Now I want to go in and put in breaks. So let's get this page out. And I've got my CCSD calendar over here. So first things first, we've got the first day of school. And first day of school is on the 12th. Okay, perfect. I thought I had a school meeting sticker. Do I not? Okay, we'll get to that. Okay, August we have no days off. September, we have the 2nd off. So I'm going to use this note. Do these double cut? I have got to get a new blade, you guys. I keep talking about it, and it just doesn't happen. And I don't know why. Okay. No school. And October, we have no school on the 25th. Let me take this off first. These are cute. This is for Nevada Day. Nevada Day is really the 31st. So we always get the Friday before off. We have no school on the 11th for Veterans Day. I'm going to leave the sticky on there until the post-it, until I can find one that I want to use. Okay, and then we have no school the week of Thanksgiving, but I think I need to use some washi for that. Let me find some. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed some washi, and I pulled this clear washi tape. Oh, can I rip this? No, I'm gonna have to cut it. Okay, that's good to keep in mind. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down to mark Thanksgiving break. Okay. I hear the boys coming. 1 second. Okay, so sorry. I had to go downstairs and get everybody set up. Okay, we're gonna put in our Thanksgiving break. I'm out of breath because I ran up and down the stairs. Okay, here we go. Is that it? Oh. Okay. For December, let's go ahead and put in our Christmas break. And I'm just going to use the same clear washi, just because I feel like it's easy to like mix it with other stickers, and you know what I mean? It's not like specific of a theme. If you're curious about this, by the way, it is from a Planner Society kit. That went super crooked, but I'm not even going to try to pick it up because this paper is no joke. It just sucks that you can't just rip it, that I have to cut it. That part I don't like. Okay. We have 2 weeks off for Christmas. I feel like, let's go back to November. Was that really the only day off we have? November 11th. Guess so. We call it No School November because we had a ton of time off this last year. Okay. That's it for December. Let's go to January. January we're off this whole week. We always come back after the first of the year. So we're out. And then classes come back on the 6th. And then we have no school on the 20th for Martin Luther King Day as well. We really need to have a sticker for that too. These are important things, friends, that we know. Our kids need to know what Veterans Day is. Our kids need to know what Martin Luther King Jr. Day is. It's important. And that's not like a religious thing or any of that stuff. It's just, those are really important things. Okay. February, we have no school on the 17th. Again, there's another holiday we don't have a sticker for. President's Day. Am I sensing a trend? We have 4th of July on there. Okay. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not offending anybody. Okay, that's it for February for days off. And then March we have the 6th, no, the 9th. We have no school this day. This is, oh, well, hello, Lion. This is why I can't do this stuff with my door open. Excuse me, sir. You stay down there. I don't know why we have a day off on the 9th. I want to say that it's just a day because we don't have any other like 3-day weekends for a while, and sometimes they just throw those in. But I feel like that's just what I tell myself. I don't know if that's true. But that's a good time to do it though, after daylight savings. Okay. And then in April, we have spring break, which is the week of April 3rd. It's nice and early this year. Wait, that can't be right. Spring break, oh yeah, it does. Okay, April 6th through the 10th. Okay. It says it begins on the 3rd. That just means after school. Oh look, and I already have it marked on my calendar. It appears that I put a lot more in here than I thought I did. I think that's because when I was doing my curriculum mapping, I needed to know like when we had breaks and when we weren't in school, because obviously I can't schedule curriculum if we're not in school, right? Okay. And we are off through the 13th because we're off Easter, and then we are off on Monday, which is Easter Monday. So, like I said, we're heading to Disney World. I'm excited. Okay, there's that. Any other days? No. And then May, we have the last day of school, which is on the 20th. We are out early because we start early. Okay. We'll put this right here. Perfect. All right. Oh. I had these stickers here, spring break. Let's go ahead and mark that. And then for December, there is a winter break. You see how I'm flipping from week, like month to month? It really does not take that long. So I don't mind not having the tabs. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else on here we can add. All right. Now, that's another one that's not on there is Memorial Day. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So I don't need this anymore because I put in all of these dates. So that's perfect. All right. So now, let's go back to August. We go back to work on the 7th. I'm just going to leave that there. I don't have our schedule yet. We should get that in the next day or two. However, we do always have meet the teacher beforehand. So we always have that the Friday before. So I'll put meet the teacher there. Last year we didn't have an open house. I don't know if we're going to have another open house. So I don't want to put that in because I don't know. But as far as I see, I don't have anything else on here that I can add. I don't know. I do know report card dates. Was that on that paper? Hold on. Yeah. Usually we get them the Friday before Christmas break. So let's add this. because that's the end of the first semester. And then we get them at the end of the school year. So in May. We usually get them like the last day of school or the day before. I'm just going to put it on the day before. Okay. But as for days off, like no school days and that kind of stuff, that's all I can put in for right now. And, okay. All right. Now, I do have some meetings and such that I can go ahead and put in. I wanted to show you some stickers that were sent to me. Some cool sticker books and other things. Not that. Okay. And they were sent to me. They were sent to me by one of my sweet subscribers, Sharon, which I saved her little note, which is on one of the cute little papers from Tickle Pink, right? Is that right? Is that who that is? Tickle Pink. Anyway, her handwriting is phenomenal, but she sent all of this to me. One of the things that she sent to me was this book here that has some tabs. So it's got like tabs if I wanted to put those on. I don't think I'm going to just because they'll stick out, but it has other nice little label stickers, jeez, Tiffany, that I can use. These look like they're from, I don't know where they're from. Target, maybe? I don't know. I'll show you these in a minute. Or they're from Michael's. I'm not sure exactly where they're from. This one has some foiled stickers, labels, meeting, bill due. These are all very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Really? Really? You? The word I'm looking for is monochromatic. Thank you, sir. Okay, I got cut off, but I don't know if I showed these, but this little booklet is like a very colorful, decorative one that has some cute sayings and decorative icons. Really cute. So those are awesome. And then she also sent me some that were, I love these, some that are like pretty specific. So these are all from Apricot Tree Planning. So you've got recess duty, bus duty. Where did the other one go? Where's the lunch duty? Oh, it's up here. Lunch duty. These say game, and then it's got a hockey puck and stick. These are church stickers and hockey practice. Love all of those. I love the stickers from Apricot Tree Planning. They're so cute. And then these others here are new to me. These are adorable. These are from Jilly Bee Plans, and they're red-headed ballerinas. Like, how stinking cute. And let's be honest, she had to purposely go find these. It wasn't like she just had these in her collection. I mean, she might have. Sharon, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I just feel like she had to find these and gather them and then send them to me, which is just so thoughtful. So she sent me these cute red-headed ballerinas, these cute Boy Scout camp-out stickers, and then these cute dance stickers. And those last two are from Memories and Pastimes. And then the ballerinas are from Jilly Bee Plans. I'll try to have all of that listed below. If I forget, please don't hesitate to holler at me. But these are great for putting in the hourly section for when I have things. So if I have bus duty from, 2:11, I can put that in there. If I have recess duty from 11 to 11:20 to 11:30, which is what I had last year, I can put that in there. So those are really, really great. I just love all of these. I don't have our extracurricular activity schedule yet. I do have dances, and it's like 99.9% sure. But however, there's always a possibility that things could change, and that she may adjust things. So I don't want to put any of that in until I have it for sure. Off camera, because my camera I'm just being a super terrible YouTuber today. I used one of these stickers from Apricot Tree Planning to put in my counselor meeting on the 15th. There's no way that this is going to get changed because it's a huge meeting where all of the counselors in the district go, and it's not going to be moved. I do want to go ahead and put in our day that we go back. So I'm going to put on here staff returns. These are from Nikki plus 3. We will have a specific schedule this day of like what meetings we have on what days, but this at least I know this is the day that we have to return back to work. Let's go into September. Now I did register for some trainings because some trainings were already up in the schedule. Okay, let me go ahead and put those in. On the 20th, there is a suicide protocol training from 7:30 to 11:30. And I do want to attend that day. So let me see. I know we had meeting stickers. Let's see. How, yeah, we do. We have a meeting. Okay. I don't know. They're I kind of want to use something colorful, especially for that meeting. What if I did another, yeah, let's do this one. Let's do another one of these pencils. So suicide protocol from 7:30 to 11:30. And that is at CPD. That's where I have to go for that training. Okay. And then I have one scheduled for September on the 16th. This one is for reentry plans. A reentry plan is for a student that was either hospitalized or kept home because of a mental health situation, usually some type of suicide threat or attempt. And that's the plan you create when the student comes back to school. So you figure out who their safe people are, and you create a protocol for what they're going to do if they start to feel overwhelmed. On the 22nd of October, there is a psych first aid course that I want to take. So we'll put, oops, psych first aid, and that's from 7:30 to 11:30 at CPD. I'll put that there. And then the only other one I have scheduled so far is on the 6th. This one is a threat assessment. I believe, if I remember correctly, this is all of the trainings they had scheduled so far. I am huge on trainings. I like to go. I like to know what to do in the event of an emergency. Even if like suicide protocol, I've done so many and I feel good, but things change and people get new information and learn new things, and I would much rather have the most up-to-date information out there than to be behind and be feeling like, man, I really could have done better, For Veterans Day, I'm going to use, I saw some labels in here. Here we go. Let's use this purple one. And I'm going to put this in here. Let's see if there's a little heart. There is. Okay. And we'll put on here Veterans Day. And then let's see, December, was there anything else we needed to add in? I don't think so. No, We'll have a Christmas party for work. I'll put all that in once I know. I can put in on this day the start of the second semester. Let's use this blue one. So these again are from Nikki +3. This is for the start of the second semester. Okay. And then this is Peace Week. I can totally put something in for that because that is set. I feel like we need to use a yellow. Okay. Because I don't know, peace, yellow seems appropriate. Let's put it on the 21st because we'll be out on the 20th. Okay, for February, I have overlapping here because I'm going to be doing 2 different lessons because I have to get kids ready for middle school too. Oh, National School Counselor Week. That is the same and will not change. So that, I almost feel like I want to use something big, like one of these. I wonder if this would fit. Let's see. I wonder if this will fit in this space. It does. Look at that. Okay. Let's see. What if we did... Okay, so that's for National School Counselor Week, which is super cute. I feel like I need to put one of these cute little backpacks. Let's do this little red one. Super cute. Okay. And then the other thing is on the 17th for Random Acts of Kindness Week, I can go ahead and put that on as well. Because these are not like, I didn't create these. These are national weeks that I don't have control of. I'll go ahead and put that there. Oh, I should put it also on the 18th because we're not at school on the 17th. In March, what's that, buddy?
My Kindle is at 1%.
I thought we plugged it in.
It is, but it's not charging when I'm playing on it.
Okay, I'll be right there in just a minute, okay? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I moved the lights. There we go, that's better. Okay, March. I don't have anything to put in yet. April. No, not yet. May. I don't think I have anything. Okay. So I think that is it for like actually putting things into the calendar. Oh, these I can actually put, let's see, week of respect and college week. These again are not something I decide. These are, week of respect was decided by our superintendent, and it's like an anti-bullying campaign, and it just so happens that October 1 falls during that time, which was the mass shooting here. So that's interesting how that worked out. I guess I can put this one into Respect Week, which is this week of respect, which is the same on the other side, but that way it's on both sides. Week of respect. Okay. And let's just double check. Those other ones are for curriculum. And those need to be movable in case I change my mind, and I'll explain how that all works. But that is it for setting up the planner until I have more information about what my duty times are going to be and all that good stuff. If duty stays the same, which it typically does, I will have kiss and go duty in the morning, which is when the kids get dropped off at school. I'll be out there to greet them. I have lunch duty in the middle of the afternoon, so I have recess duty for 10 minutes, lunch duty for 20, and then I have bus duty on some weeks. I share after it's kindergarten bus duty, walking the kindergartners to the bus, and I share that with some other folks. So the 3 teachers that I share that bus duty with are still at the school, so those will probably stay the same, and I'm pretty sure mine will all stay as it is. So don't want to put it in until I know for sure. But that's it for setting up the work planner. Now let's go ahead and get into my curriculum mapping. Okay, if you're just joining me for the curriculum mapping and an overview of my counseling program, welcome. I'm going to start by going through a binder that I keep on my desk at all times. This binder I purchased at Walmart. Sorry, I was just coughing, but I purchased this binder at Walmart, I believe. I just loved the polka dots. I hate that it doesn't have pockets, but it's super cute. And first things first, here at the beginning of this binder, I'm not going to be able to go through a ton of it because I have a ton of personal information in here, but I'll tell you what I have in each tab, whether or not I can show it to you. But this was my curriculum map for last year. And I didn't cross everything off, which looking at it now is kind of irritating. I'd like to go back and change it. But what I did was, at the beginning of the school year, I wrote down all of the lessons that I wanted to teach and in what grades. I teach kindergarten through 1st or 5th. The one thing I didn't have on here was preschool, which I changed that for this year because I like to be in the preschool classrooms every single month, just like I am in all the other classrooms. And these are just very generic themes and topics, but they're not like exactly what lesson I taught. And then I have another one of these, a digital copy of this on my work computer where I would go in and plug in exactly what lesson I taught. So for example, when I would meet the counselor in 4th and 5th grade, I do my rock versus clay problem lesson, which I told you guys about. Rock problems are problems we can't control or change, things like a family member dying or moving, where clay problems are things we have control over. Friendship problems, our grades, those types of things. And so I would put on here rock versus clay versus just meet the counselor. So I have this exact same thing on my computer at work. However, I didn't save it to my Google Drive, so I couldn't print it and show it to you. But I'll show you what I have done otherwise. This is from the Responsive Counselor, and I purchased it on Teachers Pay Teachers, I think. This is from this page here. It says Faces. This is an organization here in Clark County School District. Excuse me, for family engagement, and these were activities that I had scheduled in what months with Faces. This here is our annual testing schedule, so our SBAC and our MAP testing that we do. And here it is, like exactly what teachers are in what classroom or what computer lab. Let me see what I have here. Okay. So this is where I have other schedules. So this was our RTI schedule. This was the calendar, the school calendar, important dates calendar. There's so many calendars. Themes. Let's see. This was professional development calendars and things like that. Okay. So now we get into other things. So here in this section, I had calendars that I was writing in just to keep track of some things. This section here, I cannot show you. This is where I keep track of my students that I have in individual counseling and small groups and all of their permission slips. And in this section here, I have no contact contracts and other contracts that I've had to have parents sign, like when I release a student to the parent. That section here, I keep track of my 504s. This section here, I keep track of my foster students. this section here, I can show you, this is the community resource list. So it's all the different community resources across the valley, ranging, it's mental health professions. So all different kinds of people, you know, that can help, and organizations that can help. And that's updated every year. This next section here is where I keep track of my students who receive 3 square weekend bags. This section here is about training. Yes, how you can, oh no, this was about having to write a student learning goal and how to do that. And then these sections back here, I don't even think I used. This one was for keeping track of individual counseling, but I didn't want to write it, so I kept it in a confidential file on my computer. This was notes from a family engagement meeting that we had. And then this was supposed to be my professional development log, which I ended up keeping in a separate binder because there was so much stuff to keep track of. So that is what is in here. Of course, all of this will be updated for the new school year. And I keep this, like I said, right on a shelf right behind my desk. Now let me go ahead and show you what else I have put together for the school year. Now these items here are from a digital, they're from a digital counselor planner that I have in my Google Drive, which I'm trying to pull up right now so I can tell you what it is called and who it's by, so you can find it if you want it. I just have to change my drive. I keep my drive on my phone as well. You can get the Drive app. All right. Counselor, digital counseling binder. And it is by EduKate, EduKate, EduKate. And I got it on Teachers Pay Teachers as well. And it's all digital, so I can change it as needed. I just printed it because I like to have a printed copy as well. And this will all go into that binder I just showed you. So this is how I have scheduled out my day. I always have to be to work at 7:15. However, I always get there early. So that's going to be when I answer emails, check voicemails, things like that, and start getting ready for my day. At 7:30, if I have any meetings that day, that's when I'll go. This is also time that I spend collaborating with teachers. And then if I have morning duty, I'll do that. I have to be outside by 7:40 if I have morning duty, which I may not. At 8 o'clock, this is an administration time. This is when the day officially begins, when students actually come into the school. School day starts at 8. And I keep this time open for administration, as well as if I need to meet with a parent. I'll do it in the morning right after they drop their kiddo for school. And then 8:30 is when I have either a kindergarten lesson or when I'm prepping for lessons. And 9 o'clock is my first lesson, if it's not kindergarten, which I do at 8:30 because they go to specials. And then at 9:30 I'll have another lesson or prep for the lesson, or it'll be an hour long. And then again, I'll either have another lesson. Usually my lessons are a half hour to an hour. For the older grades, they're an hour. For the younger grades, they're a half hour. So that's why this is built the way it is. But from 9 to 11, this is my time that I'm in the classroom. And then at 11 o'clock, this is when I'll go back to my desk and put in data. I'll put in notes from my lessons. I'll put in, when I say notes, I'll put in like what worked, what didn't work, what I might need to adjust for the next class or the next time I do that lesson. I'll go into Infinite Campus and log that I was in that classroom and the students that were in the classroom. And this is where I'll keep track of my data. This is also where if I've taken a pre-test and post-test, I'll make sure I log that data as well. 11:30 is when I have my lunch duty. After my lunch duty is when I have my lunch. This doesn't always happen. This can be moved, but that's when I'd like to see it happen. I'm supposed to take a half an hour lunch every day, but sometimes lunch is eating in between lessons. 12:30 is when I'll have student one-on-one time. I have students that I meet with individually. Obviously, students come in all throughout the day, but this is when I'll have scheduled student one-on-one time. 1 o'clock is when I'll have group. prep, which means when I am, setting up anything that I need to set up. This is when I'm collecting any data that I need for group, and then we'll do group at 1:30, and then at 2 o'clock I'll go out for bus duty. I say administration because I go to bus duty at 2:10, and so from that 10 minutes I will be checking voicemails and emails again. So, and then of course from this part here is just filling in whatever didn't get done earlier in the day. This here is the year at a glance, and this was everything I did last school year that was school-wide. So these are like family engagement activities that we had, and this is what happened last year. I've left it here as it is because things do repeat. So for example, we always have magnet apps due. We will have Week of Respect. We have Fall Festival. We have all of those things. I just will adjust the date once I have the school calendar for the year. This is a new thing that I'm going to try this year. This is my family engagement calendar. And we have FACES, which is a family engagement Family and Community Engagement Services. That's what FACES stands for, and that's here in our district, and they will come to my school and run a parent workshop. And so what I plan to do is do 1 month of Coffee with the Counselor where I run a parent workshop, and then I have FACES come in, and then I run, and then FACES. This isn't FACES, this one's magnet presentation. This is when the district will come talk to my 5th graders about magnet schools for 6th grade. And then I'll do Coffee with the Counselor, and then FACES, and then Coffee with the Counselor, and then FACES. So that's my goal for this year. And I've already put in what I want to talk about in my Coffee with the Counselor. Once the school year starts and I get the FACES catalog, I can choose what workshops I'll have them come and do. And now we're getting into my actual program. So this here is just an overview of the themes I've set for each month. I'll do a bulletin board for the theme, and this is what I'll use to map out the lessons that I'm going to teach. So for example, for the month of August, we're going to work on goal setting, and this is when we're learning how to be a student, what the rules are of the school, introduction to the counselor, and setting some goals for the school year. This is just a little bit deeper of a dive into the monthly theme. So for example, it says August, it says transitions. This is something I'm going to be focusing on big time. It says goal setting on there, which is what I'm going to put on my bulletin board. But in my lessons, I'm going to be focusing on transitions. So we're going to do Meet the Counselor lessons first, and then Rock versus Clay and coping skills, so kiddos know what to do when they're at school and get big emotions. In September, we'll move into school behavior and being a hero. This is an acronym for my school. We're the Hayes Heroes. And then personal safety and conflict resolution. In October, we have the Week of Respect. Everything underlined is something that is done school-wide. So for example, we're going to have a coat drive, Week of Respect, we have Peace Week, Random Acts of Kindness Week. So I have those listed there. And this is just a brief overview when I need to go in and do deeper planning. And that deeper planning looks like this. So I have each month listed, and it gets down to the nitty-gritty of exactly what we're going to be doing. I even scheduled planned out my bulletin boards and my newsletters. This way, when the school year begins, I don't have to spend a ton of time thinking about what I'm going to be doing, and I can spend all of my time just on the execution. So I'm just going to go through these briefly, but in August, our focus is going to be transitioning into school. We're going to do Meet the Counselor lessons, Rock versus Clay, and coping skill lessons, which Rock versus Clay is just a specific type of coping skill lesson that I always do with my 4th and 5th graders. I want to make sure there's a coping skills poster in every classroom so that students can have easy access to that. Request to see the counselor forms in all the classrooms, so if the student needs to speak with me. And then for the first Coffee with the Counselor, which I will schedule with the parents, I want to do my intro to my role, the coping skills that I'm discussing, what it means to be a Hayes hero, and then community resources. My bulletin boards are going to be coping skills and a welcome back. And then my newsletter, which I've already written, has an intro to me and my contact information. For September, our focus is responsibility, and we're going to be doing a hero lesson. Like I said, hero is an acronym that we use at my school, and it's to help have positive school behavior. We're also going to do lessons on personal safety, and then we have our week of respect coming up in October, and so this is for me to prep for that. And then I left those 2 sections blank in case I need to put in actual things for week of respect prep. And then my bulletin boards are going to be both hero and personal safety, because I have 2. I actually have 3, but 1 stays the same. And then my newsletter will focus on responsibility, again, being a hero, and then personal safety. For October, I'm doing respect and teamwork, and the reason I chose respect was because of the week of respect. And we'll have spirit days for each day of the week, and then we'll do an assembly. I'll do diversity lessons during that week, because I think what better lessons to do during the week of respect other than diversity, right? And then teamwork lessons where we'll do escape rooms. And for Coffee with the Counselor this month, I'll do internet safety, anti-bullying, and being assertive. When I say anti-bullying, I prefer not to teach students how not to be a bully. Kids already know how not to be a bully. Instead, I want to teach kids how to be assertive and to stand up for themselves and to stand up for others. My bulletin boards will be diversity and a Halloween board, and then my newsletter will be week of respect, diversity, and Halloween safety. So how to keep your students safe during trick-or-treating and things like that. November will be gratitude. That seems pretty self-explanatory. We'll do gratitude lessons, which I usually like to do the giving tree. And then we'll do emotion lessons, making sure that students all understand what emotions are, how to properly name them, and what to do with them. We'll have a magnet presentation from CCSD with Nancy West. She's the person I need to contact. And then our bulletin boards this month will be a thankful board, so gratitude, and then a Veterans Day board. And then my newsletter will be the magnet programs, gratitude, and then where to find Thanksgiving meals in the area if there's any parents in need. December will be empathy. We're going to do a coat drive, which lends itself so well to empathy lessons, and making sure that even if a student understands that even if they've never been in the position of another student, they need to show empathy and put themselves in the other student's shoes. Friendship lessons, and then for Coffee with the Counselor this month, we're going to talk about magnet applications and how to get those done by the due date, goal setting, and then we're going to start middle school prep and what letting parents know what they can start doing to get their 5th graders ready. The bulletins will be walk a mile in my shoes, and then a holiday board. The walk a mile in my shoes is the empathy board. And then the newsletter is going to talk about empathy, our focus for that month, the coat drive information, and then some free family holiday fun. So things in our community that families can do for fun that doesn't cost any money, and then magnet applications and how to complete those and get them in on the due date. And then for January, we're going to do mindfulness because we have Peace Week that week. I have a book called I Am Peace. I have really great meditation exercises that go with that. We'll have daily activities for the teachers to do in each class, and I'll come in for a mindfulness lesson, and then we're also going to do organization lessons, which always seems to lend itself really well to January, start of the new year, and goal setting and all that good stuff. My bulletin boards will be mindfulness and goal setting, and then my newsletter will be goal setting, mindfulness, and organization. The newsletter goes home to the parents, by the way. February is kindness. That's because we have Random Acts of Kindness week, and we will have, I always do a Random Acts of Kindness bingo board, and they have to do each one, and they can come to me to earn herograms, which basically is the same as the money, and they can use it in our student store. National School Counseling Week is this this month as well. I'll do kindness lessons, middle school lessons for my 5th graders, and then we'll do Coffee with the Counselor for test taking skills, anxiety information, and community resources. And then my bulletin boards will be in the National School Counseling Week and kindness, and then the same information will be in the newsletter. March, we're doing perseverance because we're so close to the end, and this is when our test taking begins, is in March. We'll do career lessons, which also goes hand in hand with perseverance because we got to persevere with school and whatever it is that we need to do to get to the career we want. And then test taking skills. My bulletin boards will be careers and test taking skills, and then the newsletter will have the SBAC schedule, testing tips, and then career information for the parents. April will be courage, and this month it is SBAC testing the entire month, and so I won't be able to get into the classroom, so I'll be preparing courage lessons for the teachers to do in the classroom. I will have coffee with the counselor where we'll do middle school prep, talk about summer plans, and some food options for over the summer for any food insecure families. And the bulletin boards will be a springboard and then a courage board, and the newsletter will have courage and test taking tip reminders. May is dedication because this is where we will celebrate graduation of the fifth graders and focusing on the fact that we stayed dedicated and we made it through the year. We'll do transition lessons for each classroom transitioning to the next grade level, as well as reflection lessons, and then middle school final prep will happen. We in February or March we'll do our middle school field trip, so this will just be getting everybody finally ready for the next transition. Bulletin boards will be end of the school year and free summer fun so that kiddos can have something to look forward to that doesn't cost their family money. And then newsletter will be a transition of middle school, the free summer activities, and summer food programs. And then nothing for June and July because we have no school. So hopefully, I know that was a really brief overview. It doesn't show you like exactly what lessons I'm doing. If you're curious about those types of things, as the weeks come and I am planning out my lessons for that week, I can show you what it is that I'm doing if that's something you're interested in. I have a playlist already created for school counseling, and if you're not interested in those types of videos, you could just skip them, but I feel like there's people out there who would be interested. And if you're a teacher or an educator, you can do these lessons in your classroom as well. You don't have to be a counselor. And this last one I'm going to show you here is like an in-depth, detailed look at how I plan out my actual lessons. This is not a lesson plan. I do have a separate form for that. I don't have that for this video, but what I have here, this is just kindergarten, and it shows the lessons that I have here. So I have not done this part yet. I haven't figured out exactly what lessons I'm doing, but I will fill this out hopefully in the next week. Excuse me, I have a lot of it already decided, I just haven't put it all in. But what I do is once I pick my lesson, I put it here in the lesson plan section, and then over here for mindsets and behaviors, these are the skills that I'm teaching. So when I do my meet the counselor lesson in kindergarten, I'll be doing the pin the role on the counselor, and the mindsets and behaviors I hope to teach are positive attitudes toward work and learning and creating relationships with adults who support success. And these are the ASCA Mindsets and Behaviors, the American School Counselor Association Mindsets and Behaviors. These are the core things that I am expected, the standards that I am expected to teach students over the course of their 12 years in school. And this is what I use to map out what it is I'm teaching. And then when I put it into Curriculum Engine, which is an online program that the teachers can see, it's a scheduling tool, I match the color. So kindergarten will be orange, and it'll be orange in Curriculum Engine, so I can keep track of it all. So that is my program overview in its entirety. I know it didn't get like super detailed, but I hope that that gave you a really good understanding of what it is that I plan to do. Now, please understand, I can have a very well-planned counseling program, but my day is run by the students and my administration. So if admin decides that there's something I need to do, my schedule goes out the window. If I have a student in crisis, my schedule goes out the window. So this is all what I plan to do, and this is what majority of the time will happen, but things always come up. So being a counselor means you have to be extremely flexible and understand that you can work your schedule as much as you possibly can until things interfere, and we have to go with the flow and be okay with having to change things up at the drop of a dime. So Anyway, that is it for this super crazy long video. I mean, this is probably gonna be like an hour long by the time it's all done. But I hope you enjoy it. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're here till the end, let me know by giving me your favorite school emoji down below. That's how I know you stayed to the end. And until the next video, you guys, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.